Hello, YouTuber woobers. So, Sunday, I think, again, I don't know if I did a video earlier. Um, the 30th, it's 50 degrees out. Oh no, we're going for a chill. Um, so, many of those of you that were on the conference call Friday night, you know I talked a little bit about my younger daughter. She's currently living in Chicago. I think I might have mentioned that in the past. And she's had kind of a rough life. She's had a lot of stuff happen to her that shouldn't happen to any girl. And, she's had a couple of kids. Neither one of them are uh, with her at the moment. They're other places and other addiction issues and stuff like that. So she had moved to Chicago with a boyfriend of sorts. And she still struggles with finding her place. I can only give her advice in the most loving way. And, if it's a challenging thing for any parent to watch their child struggle through life at certain times. Whether they're under 18 or over 18, it's still, a challenging thing. And my other daughter, she was a witness to a lot of these things, and it's very unfortunate. My older daughter has got herself into a pretty decent spot in her life right now, and she's doing well. But my younger daughter still struggles, and it's a pretty good challenge to resist the temptation to just say, "Sure, move back in with me," and when you get your life in order, move out. Well, I've done that a number of times, and I'm not the only parent. The other parent, the mother, she doesn't offer anything of that kind of support. She moved out of her house when she was 13 or so, and she's never offered for her to come back and live with them and assist her in her moving forward. So, and my daughter has done a number of things to me personally, not physically, but certainly mentally and financially, that I'm sure there are many parents out there that have had to forage through the same kind of stuff. And, she doesn't take responsibility for any of that. She might say, "Oh, I'm sorry I did that. I'll make it up to you sometime, Dad. But this whole time she's been in Chicago, she hasn't sent me one card. I've sent her Christmas cards, Easter cards, and Christmas presents. I've been paying her cell phone bill, because she can't seem to hold on to a job long enough to pay her own home bills. So, and my perplexing is, do I motivate her to move back to the area so that, there is support here from family? And the reality is that, she has caused a fair amount of corruption to my daughter, my older daughter, and her boyfriend living with them. And I I really did. I really purposely designed this particular house. I mean, you've seen videos. If you go back, you'll see videos of the house structure. It's not really designed for a parent living with their kid, particularly not of different sexes, for sure. And it's really kind of a studio layout. Um, and for the most part, I'm pretty content with the layout. I would like to have a relationship someday, and or at least have somebody in my life. But I wish them to be my age and somebody that I have fun with, not necessarily, a daughter troping along with me. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that she and I do together that is fun. We do. She helps me out a lot of my handyman stuff and gardening and this and that, and we have great conversations. It's not like I don't enjoy having her around, but it's that other part where she'll take advantage of me because, I'm trying to have some compassion. So I talked to her on Sat. If you were on the call on Friday, Conversations Live with Sotu, you would have heard me talking a little bit about that with them, about my compassion and stuff. And if you'd heard that, you would have heard them say, "John, you're a darn fool if you go do that," which is, that's the reality. If she moves back in here, I'm always going to be having my wallet and my keys and my cash on my person at all times. And that's what I have to do. I can't have her access to my car, access to my financials. I can't have her access to my wallet, and it's an unfortunate thing. And it's not like she'd do anything on purpose, but she may do something and then I'm screwed over again financially, or something of the sort. And so it's a discerning thing. Now she's got a notice saying that they're going to cancel her license because she hasn't followed through with her expectations with the courts, which probably way too much information I should be sharing out in the great wide world. But it's I've been there for these two children all of their lives, for the most part, all of their lives. Maybe not in the beginning of their life, but they're both adopted. So Kirsten, my older daughter was 4 years old when I met her, and my younger daughter was 6 months old when I met her, because we got her in foster care. So we certainly, I've been there the whole time supporting them one way or another, and I don't regret any of it. But on the other hand, I have to think about myself and my personal needs. You know, what is a Christmas card or Easter card cost? $1.50 with postage. But you can't be bothered. Oh, I have no money. Well, you must have some money because you're smoking cigarettes. You must have money because you're getting booze. You must have some money because you're going out to dinner. So, you know, it doesn't really fly very far. It's just, oh, I'm gonna surprise you coming home for your birthday in June. And I'm going, well, what surprise is that? You're not gonna have any money to pay for your own meal. You know, you don't have any place to stay because you can't stay with me and you can't stay with your sister. So, what kind of birthday present is that? Gee, Dad, I came back to see you, but of course, I have nothing in my life to show I've accomplished anything. I don't have any place to live. I don't know where I'm going to do. I'll just live in a box, Dad. Dad, I'll just live in a box. It's summertime. I can live in a box. How is that supposed to make me feel? Am I supposed to just say, oh, that's okay. You can come live with me until you get your feet on the floor? You know, it's one of those stally things. What's interesting is I had this conversation with them on Friday night, and here on Saturday afternoon, I'm having this conversation with my daughter, the exact topic that I was talking to the night before. This is what you call an "Are you sure?" This is that wheel that spins around and around, the Ezekiel wheel that I mentioned. Do you think that I am not vulnerable to this growth, methods of growth, any more than anybody else in the world? No, no, no. We all work through our stuff over and over again until we get it right. Things are just going hunky-dory, and then you realize, oh, you're up against a little piece of self. It's a fun, fun, fun world. So I just thought I'd share. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening or wonderful morning or what was that you would say? Good day, tomorrow. I have to watch that Truman Show again. Someone will write in a comment on what the greeting was that Jim Carrey would say to everybody on the Truman Show movie. Ta ta.